What's going on, everybody? It has been a hot minute since I have made a video, but with all the euphoria making its way back into the space, it's got me feeling it. So here I am making a video. I am FOMOing into my YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. So yeah, here is my Twitter. You can follow me here, yada yada yada. I have this pinned tweet if you guys want to check out. It is some of the domains I own that are for sale. Some of it's really random, some of it's not that random. You can decide. This is just something I thought it was interesting. Is U.S. inflation could get worse before it gets better, says San Francisco Federal Reserve Bank presidents. It's just a total 360 from where we're just right back to where we started with this whole thing. It's ridiculous. I don't know how many of you have been following the narrative of inflation, but it's pretty big. Department of Justice seizes $3.6 billion in Bitcoin stolen in Bitfinex hack. Case represents the largest financial seizure ever, Monaco says. Two people charged with seeking to launder 120,000 Bitcoin, basically. Wow. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, did comment on how this was a good thing because it does show how blockchain and some of these technologies are actually able to be used. They can trace you and find you, and it's a little anti-crypto for some people in crypto. They have a different view on some of that stuff, but the reality of it is most of these chains, stuff like this can happen, which is going to be good to bring regulation, because if you can't ever recover something, period, that'll never get widely adopted, not by the major institutions. I don't care what anybody says. It's stupid if they think that. This was something here that's talking about how Ukraine, and I'm not going to read these whole articles to you guys. Just go look them up. You see the titles. It's easy enough. I'm just kind of headlining you. Ukraine is using Bitcoin to crowdfund everyone with Russia. I did think this was interesting because it says as tensions on the border continue to mount, the non-governmental organizations are seeing a sharp rise in Bitcoin donations, according to a new report by blockchain analytics company. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting seeing crypto being used where regular funds are not able to be used. Here we have XRP active users spiked at 3-month high price, skyrockets 50%. The active wallets right now in XRP is starting to really climb all of a sudden. There's some updates in the lawsuit, like I was going to say right here. They are now able to argue certain things they weren't sure if they were going to be able to argue, amongst other things, which we will get into here in just a moment. The XRP search teases potential reemergence as top 5 crypto. If you took out stable coins, it already is. It would be the fourth, technically. So, yeah, there's that. And also, while 350 million coins gets moved by the exchanges, I did see some people talking on Twitter speculating what if the exchanges aren't going to get any more XRP, and what if some sort of lockout, buyback, and reclassification or something crazy is about to be happening, which I thought was interesting. Who knows? You don't know. I don't know. Be crazy. I think we'd get paid, though. Better get paid. These are pissed off people. This is Empower Oversight, and I believe I have them right here. You can see what they do. They do like oversight to make sure they audit things, and it's kind of I don't think they're an agency necessarily that I'd say that's like funded by like the Fed or anything. I think they're a little more loose than that. I don't think it's like a non-profit necessarily, but yeah, they do all kinds of whistleblower stuff, oversight of the government and corporate wrongdoings. Constitutional public power resides with the people, exercised through their elected representatives to act as an effective check on unelected bureaucrats and corporate elites. The people and the representatives need to know the facts. They do some cool stuff as far as that goes. They released a thing saying the admission from the SEC means its previous no records response was actually false. Empower Oversight expects full legally required transparency from the SEC government. So they're really pushing it because during the call they have now identified an error that has led them to discover approximately 1,000 pages of documents that were not handed over when they were supposed to be, when they said they all were. So that's been a big thing. Here's their mission right here, actually, where it talks about that. They help insiders document and report corruption to the proper authorities while seeking to hold authorities accountable to act on those reports. So they're very they're whistleblowing with whistleblowers to make sure shit's being handled, or things, excuse me. So this is what they were talking about, though. And this is Crypto Law. This is John Deaton's his law firm's Twitter handle, whatever. It says approximately 1,000 pages of records detailing communications between William Hindman and Simpson Thatcher while he was in office, because they were paying him. His former boss was paying him like several $1 million while he was working with the SEC, and they're part of like the Ethereum Foundation and helping back, having stuff to do with Consensus, I believe, too. That says the document appears to be a letter memorializing apparently combative conversations between empowering SEC staff over claims of no responsive documents, now subject to litigation in group's investigation of potential conflict of interest of Hinman, Clayton, and Berger. In 128 call, SEC staff claimed an error in previous search was corrected and that more than 1,000 documents were uncovered linked to the request. Other searches are now ongoing. They are demanding details on search methods now. There's a full document here, behind the scenes detail the staff fighting the group's investigation, and this is why Congress needs to step up and conduct an independent investigation of this matter. This Ripple thing is a lot bigger than people think it is, man. If they try to classify it as a security, you will see very quickly that a lot of these cryptos, it's not gonna work the way it works right now. It's gonna work more how it's always worked. I'm telling you, people can act like that's never gonna happen, and if we're not careful, it can. And this case is gonna be a big deal. This is their whole document here. I'm so terrible at putting links. I'll try to link some of this main stuff to the thing. I'm definitely not reading that to you guys. I'm sure you don't mind. Then I just Googled Ripple SEC to see what showed up. All pretty positive. Pretty cool to see. Plunged. We went down 5% after gaining 25. Oh no. And then so for those of you who have watched my channel for a while, I'm not really a TA guy. I watch a couple TA guys. So a lot of this is me regurgitating my interpretation of what some of these guys have said, and kind of how the plan I'm following based on what they've done and just stuff I watch them do. So like, excuse me, don't take any of it too seriously. None of this is financial advice anyway. I am not a chart analyst. I'm a photographer, by the way. We have a website now. I'm going to show it to you at the end of this video if you're still watching. Anyway, one thing that BC Backer, and if you're not into, depending on if you want honest TA, I think he's the best. I think you should just watch him out. One thing he found, though, is that he talks about the rally prior to capitulation, yada yada yada. But when you pull these 702 Fibonacci's on the whole entire market, right? This is Bitcoin. It breaks through the full 4.236, and I don't know why this is considered usually the top. I think this is usually like when something's inflating based on the way the Fibonacci's work. Like, this is when you get to a point where it's like, okay, it's time to calm down, and historically that's what's gonna happen. It does it in the stock market, it does it in all this, and like I said, I'm probably explaining this terribly, but I'm just going to show you loosely why I'm doing what I'm doing now. Again, it's not but anyway, Ethereum, same thing. If you look at the whole thing going back, it nails that top area. The total market cap for crypto, look at that. nails the whole right to the top there. I mean, it's every single one. You can see where they're all doing it. This is without Bitcoin, and it just got just shy of it. This is just Ethereum and all the other alts. And then this is the alts without Ethereum or Bitcoin. They have not bounced up that far. They're far short. Most of the other ones have gotten at least up in this area between these two. This is just related to one of the Riddler accounts that keeps saying something about March 13th, and because I have some weird superstitions in my personal life involving that date, I have a question mark there, so that does not mean anything. But in this circle, the only thing I'm putting this is like hopefully somewhere in here. This would be when the altcoins have had their chance to rage. This means the Bitcoin dominance would be going down while the alts rage, because it's not gonna all happen at the exact same time. Not for the gains that we all want. You can see, and this all looks kind of crazy, that these are the two levels of dominance I think matter. I think if it gets below this, which means you see it's set 3 higher lows, and if it bounces again and breaks through here, I think it gets pretty crazy in here. But this is the all-time that I see, like all the way back, would be like this 35 range right here. If it could get below that and the dominance, I think I don't know what would happen. I think it would be crazy. I don't know if that is going to happen, but just showing, you can see lower, low, lower, low. What's this going to do? I don't know. It looks like it's crashing. Like I said, I'm not a TA guy. It is in what I call the Action Jackson zone. You guys are familiar with that. It's the 618, 702, and 786. And this is pulled upside down right here, because I'm looking at something different. I'm looking at it as if it was crashing. So, what's interesting is it's right on the right above the 702, almost down to the 618. You can see it's been battling out on the 702. So, if any of you know anything about that, it can either rocket. This would be, Bitcoin dominance going up or Bitcoin dominance going down. So I just have this marked, something I'm keeping an eye on. That I don't need. And then the other one, XRP, is the other. XRP has always went on a big bull run at the end. It's the only asset to flip Ethereum. It did it twice during its bull runs. Look how far it has to go. So, like, you think about it, in all reality, like, Bitcoin needs to drain. You need to see Ethereum drain, probably. And I think some of those two draining a little bit could skyrocket XRP. And this, just to get you up into here, this is, $10 to $13. That's what BC Backer always talks about. And my charts might not even be that accurate the way they're pulled, but hopefully you're understanding what I'm trying to say. I do have on Bitcoin, because the 702 is such a big deal as Bitcoin is retracing. You can see we just had all these waves down. So if this was like an ABC correction, kind of like, 1, 2, 3, one of these, you're going to basically go up somewhere in here. You're going to come back down, and then you go up in here. And then this area again, or the 702, 786, 618, this is where all the stuff pops off. This is just March 13th again, because I'm a weirdo. But this area, when it gets in here, I don't care what happens. Like, when we cross the 618, I'm probably, if I'm like in decent profit zones, I'm going to take some minor profits across the board, probably, in case it does fall apart again, so I can try to get it on the next wave up. But that's not financial advice. It's just something I'm doing the way I'm watching it. Just make sure you're paying attention. If you have leveraged assets, anything like that, when you get in here, be paying attention. It could go through the roof. I mean, it could go crazy. Who knows? But I'm betting on the fact that Bitcoin has already entered a bear market and is on its way down slowly, and that this ABC about to happen here on this retracement could be the final one before it just completely crumbles and goes into a bear market for however long. I know it sounds crazy, but the Fibonacci's, man, it makes sense. So anyway, yeah. I want to bring up the hero's journey. That's why I feel so good about XRP. You can, it's kind of funny. It's like what this is the format to like any movie pretty much that's ever been successful. But you get the call to adventure, yada yada yada. You got some departure. Maybe it's the XLM split. With Jed leaving, there's a literal trial. Then there's a crisis, which is also the trial. Result, return, new life resolution, status quo. It's just for entertainment purposes, whatever. That was a terrible explanation. XRP is now number 6. As you see, market cap is 42. Past Cardano again. The only thing you see right here, USD, that's a stable coin. That's a stable coin. So we are the 4th token that's not a stable coin. So it's pretty cool. So you think about it. Look at this. You have like $1.25 trillion that if it were to move into something like XRP, you know what I mean? Like, well, not all. I'm not saying all of it, but like a big chunk of it. You would see a massive price climb, big time. It'd be crazy. It's definitely something I would check out. This is my favorite DeFi protocol right here. I'm not gonna get into how all this stuff works because I honestly don't understand a lot of it. I've read a lot of this stuff. It's cool. Got a dope website. But I do know how this works. I'm not going to connect my wallet. I'm just going to show you how it would work. You would have your balancing page. This is the assets you can hold on here. No, XRPB is not XRP. You have to go to BNB, bring it on here, and then swap it on platform. That's the only way we can get it in America that I've been able to figure out. That's the easiest way. Or with any of these other tokens. But so like what I like to do is I mint, and this is what's cool. You mint this, and when you mint it, like let's say you put 100, it'll let you mint 75 of their stable coins, which is their USDX. And these two, and I believe are they the only two? The stable coins, they do it at 0%. So they literally just swap it out. You have it, your assets are locked while you have those tokens. You then take those tokens and supply them here where they get 38% APY paid out like in real time. It's being paid. You don't have to wait like the end of the year to get paid. It's in real time. It gets paid out in the 2 reward tokens here. You can supply all these other assets and get just reward tokens in hard if you want. You can do it any way you want. Lots of options. It also has a swap, so you can swap different stuff right here on chain. Like maybe you'll see an arbitrage opportunity and you just bloop 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 real quick. And my second one, pancake swap, syrup pool, set it and forget it. It just continuously adds it up. 62% APY. I think it compounds 288 times a day or something like that. It just stays in there. So let's say you put $1,000 in. Let's say you put $1,000 in. If you left it in for a year at current rates, and if the token price did not change in any direction, you would have made $622. 5 years, it would be $10,000 off that 1,000. So this is a very set it and forget it type thing. But I think all these passive income opportunities are very important because when we do enter a bear market, and you can keep adding money to stuff like that and add these cheap tokens in when stuff comes back, man, that'll be rough. Here's a shameless plug again of my OpenSea account. I'll put that link in the description. Somebody should buy a website. If you want to, I believe my emails are on there. I'm not sure. I think it is my Twitter. Something's on there. If you want to hit me up and negotiate, I am open to that as well. And this is my photography page. I'm just showing you this because I think it's pretty cool. We have a website now. It's official. It's popping. It's going down. We're shooting everything, everybody. Everything. We don't care. People are happy. Pretty sweet. Yep, it's pretty cool being able to fulfill your career, which is also, your passion with your partner. Didn't think it was going to happen in the beginning. I'm not going to read our bios to you. They're pretty funny, though. But they're written a little hastily. But, yeah, I need to update some of these numbers, too. But, yeah, guys, whatever. That's the end of the video. I'm going to start trying to make some more. I have a cousin of mine who needs some, beginner info. So I need to, rehash on some of that. And I think I'm going to make some more regular how-to videos. Maybe, one night a week. Try to make a couple 5-10 minute quick ones or something. But I'll catch you guys later.